Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. My name is Drago, and welcome to my Dark Souls 3 Platinum Trophy Guide. In today's episode, we're going to continue on, and we're going to explore the Road of Sacrifices. As you can see, I am standing right outside of the area where we fought the very first Outrider Knight, and this is going to be the Road of Sacrifices. This will take us to a number of different locations. As you can see, right here, you can actually see some of the other landmarks in the world of Dark Souls. There's Lothric Castle to the right, and there's Cathedral of the Deep to the left. The road straight ahead will eventually take us to the Farron Keep. So one of the criticisms that this game has received is that it does not feel as connected as Dark Souls 1, which is considered by many to be the first game in the series. However, I do feel that they did a very good job pinpointing the geography, and I love the fact that you can see a lot of places where you've been from different areas of the game. So I feel like while the travel does not feel as connected, visually I feel that the game does a better job of connecting different areas than previous games have done so far. So actually, when I started this upload, my hopog went out, so I've cleared some of the area and picked up an item. I've picked up Shriving Stone here, and what it does is that it undoes the weapon infusion. So it's a gem of infused titanite, also known as Starkstone. What it does, it reverses weapon infusion, and it has the benefit of undoing the effects of infusion without reducing the reinforcement level. So basically what this does is it does not reduce your upgrade level. So once you upgrade a weapon to +3, it will stay that way. However, what it will do is it will undo the infusion type. So for example, if you have a longsword +3 that you've upgraded with the raw gem, if you use the Shriving Stone, it will just return to being a basic longsword +3. So you can upgrade it via a different reinforcement path. Over here, while my hopog was out, I did get to get past a certain point here. I've killed a few enemies, so I'm just going to go ahead and see where I'm going next. I'm pretty sure I dropped down here, if I'm not mistaken. And this is an area here where you pick up the butcher knife. Brigand X, and you see this NPC here. The NPC carries a butcher knife, and I don't know if you guys remember Blighttown area from Dark Souls, but this is basically what this NPC does here. She has a butcher knife, and if you're running a strength build, this is probably something that you want to get to fairly soon. Let's just go ahead and take a look at this weapon. So, as you can see, it requires 24 strength, but look at this, it has an A scaling in strength right off the bat. It goes up to S scaling once you upgrade it, and while the damage never quite compares to some of the heavier weapons, it's still a very good strength weapon to use early on in the game, mainly due to its scaling, its weapon skill, and its guard break ability. Now, in the description says that Butcher's Knife with an oddly large blade wielded by the mad woman haunting the Road of Sacrifices. Squarely landed hits restore HP. Back in Undead Settlement, the woman acquired a taste for human flesh, of which she took glee in partaking. And the weapon skill is Sharpen. Sharpening the blade increases HP restored with each successive hit. So it does have some regen properties, and it actually works pretty well on a regen build. So if you combine that with replenishment, miracles, and maybe a blessed shield, you can be a fairly annoying opponent to fight. So think about that if you were trying to do like a low level strength run. Here you pick up a pair of twin daggers, and this is another cool weapon. Brigand twin daggers. These pair of daggers are the preferred weapons of the brigands of a distant land. When two-handed, the wielder holds a blade in each hand, allowing for diversion attacks that include left-handed moves. And skill is Quick Step. Instantly step behind or around the side of foes, especially effective when locked onto target. This works the same way as evade does in Bloodborne. So if you guys remember how fast dodging was in Bloodborne, this weapon kind of allows you to have a sample of that. Okay, and moving on. There's still a couple of items for us to pick up around here. So we're just gonna check the top of this bridge. And these enemies don't really get a chance to attack you unless you happen to run into a group of them. Pick up a Titanite shard. And this is kind of, it brings us back to the beginning area. Now, in the future areas, there will be plenty of Titanite shards, so if you haven't had a chance to upgrade your weapon to +3, you'll certainly have a chance to do so later on. I'm going to take out some of these enemies before I proceed, so I don't have to fight a whole bunch of them at once. And here they are. Some of them are actually following me. There's not going to be a whole lot of enemies in this area, so, and the ones that are here are pretty easy. We're going to go ahead and explore the lower bridge area. There's a couple of items of note here that you will be needing to pick up. And these dogs always annoy the living fuck out of me. Alright, so now we killed them off. There's a Braille Divine Tome of Carim. This is the first miracle tome that we will pick up, and in the description states that it lets you learn high miracles of Carim, a sacred Braille tome from Carim filled with advanced miracles, give to storyteller to learn advanced Carim miracles. In the Way of White, there is a tradition of placing great faith in the words of the blind, and Braille tomes are not unusual. So this is the very first miracle tome that you're able to pick up in the game. And rightfully so, right next to it, there is Morne's ring. Morne was one of the heroes of Carim. He was a famous knight, and as you learn from the description, this is the ring that boosts miracles. A malformed ring given to knights of Carim boosts miracles. Morne served the goddess Kaitha and later became an apostle of the archbishop. They labored together to provide comfort to the suffering. So Kaitha, you might have heard that name before, and that's because you can actually pick up her chime in Dark Souls 2 and in this game as well. So just an interesting tidbit of lore. Now it's confirmed that she's indeed from Carim, and Carim seems to be a theologically heavy country, kind of like Astora, or how Vinheim is a sorcery heavy country. So there are different regions in the land of Dark Souls, and some of them still seem to exist even up to this day. Carim was a region even in Dark Souls 1, and we do know that this game takes place many years after the events of Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. And over here we pick up another Amber. I'm pretty sure this is really the last thing for us to pick up in this area. And I just love making enemies in these games fall to their deaths. Alright, so moving on, we're going to find a bonfire here. And there are two additional NPCs. One of them is Anri of Astora, a very important NPC, and the other one is his companion Horace the Hushed.
Oh, hello. How do you do? I'm Anri of Astora, unkindled like you. This is Horace, a friend and travelling companion. Are you too in search of the Lords of Cinder? We're well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies Farron Keep, home of the Undead Legion. Further yet, is the Cathedral of the Deep. We seek the cathedral, home of the grim Aldrich. We may go our separate ways now, but we are both seekers of lords. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need. May the flames guide your way.
And notice that he tells you, may the flames guide your way. This is a reference to Dark Souls 1. If you remember, that was the way the different characters greeted and said goodbye to each other. So let's go ahead and talk to him again. And he'll give us a little bit of info on Horace, his companion.
Kind-hearted knight, a fine partner for this grueling journey. Without his help, I would have cursed this onerous duty long ago. We are well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies Farron Keep, home of the Undead Legion. Further yet is the Cathedral of the Deep. We may go our separate ways now, but we are both seekers of lords. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need. May the flames guide your way. We are well along the road. Beyond the... We make the next time...
Okay, now we've exhausted his dialogue. Let's talk to Horace. And he is actually an NPC that lets you in one of the covenants. There you go. You pick up Blue Sentinel's Covenant from him. Not much else, unfortunately. So now, if you'd like, you can actually join Blue Sentinels. Functions the same way it did in Dark Souls 2. Is that you will invade the worlds of people who are invaded by a dark spirit, and you will help them fight this dark spirit. So this time you don't invade the host. It seems like more often than not you will be summoned into the world of a host as an extra co-op phantom, and your job will be to help out the host until the invader is dead. So faded sheepskin parchment depicting the dark moon and the sword, equipped to pledge oneself to the Blue Sentinel's Covenant. When a member of the Way of the Blue is threatened by a dark spirit, the Blue Sentinels, in compliance with an ancient accord, assume the form of blue spirits and help to root out the invader. Summoning takes place automatically while this is equipped. So I haven't been able to get a lot of summons just because it seems that this covenant requires the host to be a member of the Way of the Blue, and not a lot of people partake in this covenant simply because it does not have any rewards tied to it, so you don't see a lot of people equip it. But one of the tips that I'll give you guys is if you are playing online and you're in Ember form and you're just kind of exploring the world all by yourself, having the Way of the Blue item actually works to your benefit. So for now, let's just go ahead and teleport back to Firelink Shrine. And we have an extra NPC in here, and that's Sirris of the Sunless Realms. Very important NPC too. You will need her for a couple of trophies, the ring and the miracle trophy, as well as a gesture trophy. So let's just go ahead and talk to her.
You're an Unkindled, aren't you? I am Sirris of the Sunless Realms, former servant of the divinity. Duties we each bear, but one's duty is a solitary affair. I doubt we've much to gain from fraternization. Blessing of the moon upon your journey. I doubt we've much to gain from fraternization. Blessing of the moon upon your journey. I doubt we've much blessing of the moon.
Alright, now that we've talked to her, this will continue on her quest line. So make sure you talk to her the first time she appears in Firelink. You really can't miss her. Leonard is still suspiciously absent, so I'm hoping I did not miss out on his quest line. So you can see here, we don't have anything else available yet. We haven't killed any bosses since the last video. And let's see if we can increase our soul level some more, thanks to Yol of Landor. I think we have a couple more level ups available of him.
Oh, I would.
And nothing yet, so I think I'm gonna have to progress through the game a little bit more, maybe kill a boss or two. I'm pretty sure you get 1 or 2 level ups of him once you kill a boss and clear the area. And also, let's visit back with Irina. You can give her the Divine Tome.
Oh, do you wish to? Oh, you've brought me a brick. Now I can tell new tales of miracles. Tales of the greater miracles can be quite the epics. What fun we will have.
And she will have some additional miracles available for you. For example, now she sells Tears of Denial, and I am not sure where else she had it the last time we talked to her, but I know she had 4 miracles. Now she has 7, or maybe she had 5. I think she has 2 additional miracles now. So Tears of Denial is definitely one of them. So this one grants 1 chance to endure when HP reaches 0. So if you do get killed, I think this will allow you to remain alive with 1 HP remaining. Not 100% sure on that. I have not used it yet, even though I am quite a faith build aficionado, but have not tried it yet. So we'll see. Maybe I will use it in this playthrough as well, because I will have stats to wield it. Moving on, I also need to talk to the Firekeeper. I do want to level up my intelligence 1, since we'll be meeting a sorcery NPC in the next area. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and on this note, I'm going to end the episode here. I know last episode was pretty lengthy, so I want to kind of make this one a little bit short, since I will have some pretty lengthy episodes coming up in the future. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.